Okay, the change up. Um, you have two friends, as I'll basically put it. Ryan Reynolds' character is kind of your single. He takes recreational drugs and is trying to become an actor. He has a very robust, intimate life. On the other side, you have Jason Bateman's character, who is a successful lawyer, married, two twins, and a daughter. The twins, of course, are still in the wake up in the middle of the night screaming stages. So, of course, when you see babies in a comedy, you know he's probably going to get pooped on. And he does. Pretty much right off the bat, you see him getting pooped on. And his relationship with his wife is kind of rocky, and he's currently in the process of probably the biggest merger of his life as a lawyer. And they both decide to go out to catch a game together and do lots of drinking. Talk about how they love each other's lives. They then both pee into a fountain and go, "I wish I had your life." And they switch. So now the straight-laced lawyer is now inside the body of essentially kind of like the man-child who's trying to become an actor in the world of Lornos. And all of a sudden, the person who's had no responsibility wakes up at 9 o'clock and all of a sudden has to deal with two babies, a wife, and a daughter, as well as all the other responsibilities that go along with more or less helping to keep a family run. So you got all the bizarre sort of, I don't know how to talk to women because I'm married. I don't know how you deal with the kids and the responsibility and all the things you've got to do and the way you have to dress to go to work. So you have that great back and forth. The nice thing is when you see Jason Bateman transition into the Ryan Reynolds character, he pulls it off really well. And same with Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman character. You know, it is of course one of those crude humor sort of movies which you would expect it given the context. There is nudity, but it's normally comedic nudity. And the situations both of them get into are pretty much absolutely hilarious. And at the same time, they both kind of learn more about each other's lives and then go through that adjustment period. And then also trying to find where the fountain has gone, because the next day the fountain is no longer there. So they spend probably about a week or so in each other's lives while trying to find where the fountain is, that way they can pee into it and switch their lives back. And they find out where the fountain's at. It's located inside a giant mall now. So, all in a really actually solid comedy. You know, I know when people criticize Ryan Reynolds, this is normally what they talk about, is how he kind of has these dopey sort of movie roles, but he does a really good job at it. And transitioning from his character into the straight-laced Jason Bateman character, he does a really good job. So, a decent range for both the two primary actors. You know, we saw the theatrical version, not the unrated version. I'll be honest, pretty solid, pretty funny. You know, crude humor that still kind of has a heart to it, so more kind of like, you know, the 40-year-old version, that sort of crude humor. You're not going to like the Hangover style movies.